Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to this new speed build in The Sims 4. I'm Camilla and today we are building a penthouse in San Myshuno. It's been a while since I've built a penthouse. I don't think I've ever actually shared one with you here on YouTube. I built one for myself when I purchased City Living, which was a long time ago, so yeah. This is the first penthouse you'll see that I built, and I'm so happy it's the first one because I also think it's very good. Like, I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I may be sounding a bit like not so humble, a bit maybe arrogant because I'm saying this, but I really love how it turned out. And it's actually something that I built, I think, a month ago, before everything that's been going on in the Sims community, like before Dream Home Decorator, even before the the Oasis, the Courtyard Oasis kit. So yeah, it's been a while, but I didn't want this build to be to get overshadowed by the other amazing stuff that we were getting. So I waited very patiently for the right moment, and so here we are, I think a month later. Yeah, I built this on the 9th of May 9th, and went on for a couple of days, I think. So yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, before we are done with this thing that I'm building here, I just wanted to say that I created this using tool mod and those glass panels that we got from Island Living, and I created this sort of it kind of seems like a greenhouse to me, and it's gonna be hosting the office space of this penthouse. And I don't know, I just wanted to mention what it was, and I also want to say that I'm gonna use a fair amount of tool mod in this build, because I don't know, I was in a very good, positive tool mod kick like a month ago or when I built this. So yeah, you'll see me using a ton of tool mod, like even here in the kitchen, and I did something that I'm really happy with. You'll see that I created a sort of floating, hanging thing for pots and pans, and yeah, it's too complicated to describe and very easy to understand when you see it actually, so I'm just gonna stop trying to describe it at least. And so yeah, I'm using a fair amount of tool mod, as I was saying, and I just wanted to mention that because I want you to know that you don't have to have the tool mod installed to be able to download anything that uses the tool mod. Even if you are on console, you can also download the stuff that uses the tool mod, like builds that use the tool mod, so without any issues. So yeah, don't be afraid of the tool mod, just love it as you should, because it allows you to do such amazing stuff. And of course, I'm not a pro, because some of my friends are really pros at using the tool mod, like Eva Rotke or Julia Bills. They do such stunning things with the tool mod, so I cannot compare, but I think that in this build I did a great job, and this is also thanks to them, because this whole penthouse vibe and the fact that I used a ton of tool mod was inspired by them, because they use a ton of tool mod and they do a lot of industrial / Scandinavian modern builds. So I was really inspired by them and by the amazing stuff that they create with this mod. And for example, that sort of greenhouse thing that I did on the ground floor where the office is gonna be is really heavily inspired by my friend Julia, because I saw this trick from her, I think, for the first time. I don't know if anyone else has done it, I don't know, but yeah, I saw it from her anyway, and I tried to recreate it, and I think I did a decent job, because I'm very scared of the tool mod. I always, you don't see it because I cut a lot of stuff out of my speed builds, but I mess up, I think, at least once or twice per usage. Like, every time I use the tool mod, I always mess up a couple of times before getting it right, except for turning paintings and so on, because that's something I'm really good at. But yeah, creating something more complex requires a lot of attention, and yeah, I feel the pressure. not gonna lie. Yeah, by the way, this house, let's talk about the family and the actual house for a second. This house is just for 4 people, 4 Sims, and I think at least a dog, but maybe like a couple of dogs, because yeah, they have a lot of dog stuff laying around. So we have the ground floor, which is of course the living space with a living room, like a formal kind of living room, a dining space, and the kitchen with those amazing windows that I love from Moschino stuff. And I created a lot of stuff using the cabinets from Jungle Adventure. At some point it was a bit like redundant because I used those cabinets like so much in this build. I was getting annoyed by it like myself. So yeah, I'm sorry if it's like too much, and I keep on taking them out of the catalog to use them, and yeah, you'll see because I use them like crazy actually. So but yeah, I created first this bench here next to the dining space because I didn't know what to put here. I don't think it's functional because I messed around with the size and the height of stuff, and they are also intertwined. The benches, the ottomans are intertwined. They are placed into the cabinets. So I don't think they're functional because yeah, they probably are not, but they look good. So. And as you can see, the color scheme here is very like basic industrial loft because we have a ton of brown, black, white, and plants. And yeah, that's the leitmotif of this build, and I'm really happy with it because I really like this color scheme. My dream, like if I can have a dream for my future house, is to have a lot of windows and a black kitchen. Like when I was little, I didn't think I would be into, or younger, not little, I didn't think I would be ever into darker kitchens, but I love them. So yeah, this is my one and only wish for a future house. But yeah, I keep going off track, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go off track once again because you'll see that in the office I'm gonna decorate the whole office thinking of a fashion designer. I thought one of the parents was one, so I of course decorated the office accordingly. And you see that I placed down that board there. That's the one that you have to use for the career. And this brings me to one thing that I'm doing these days. I don't know if you saw it already because I released the first part some days ago, but I'm doing a series of small speed builds. They are actually room builds to celebrate Pride Month and to support the LGBTQ plus community as an ally. And yeah, it would mean the world to me if you watched them and if you went to support the people that I mentioned in the description of the video that I linked below. And I also linked a tweet of mine that got a lot of love and a lot of attention, and so you can go there and check all the people who replied to my tweet and you can go support them. But yeah, back to the build. I created that office for a fashion designer. While I don't have a clear idea of what the other parent does, I thought they were just quotation mark just a business person in general, and maybe they are into art because I placed an easel outside at some point. But yeah, they have 2 kids. They are both teens, but I imagine that one of them was like a very young teen that has just become a teen, and then we have another teen who's a bit older and is probably almost a young adult. And I think that they are somehow similar but also very different from each other in terms of personality, because I think they both are free spirits in a very different way. I think the younger teen, I imagine she was a girl and she is very into traveling, exploring new cultures, new foods, traditions, meeting new people that have different interests and different traditions than her. While her brother, I thought he was a brother, so a boy, I don't know. I thought that they were very much rebellious, much more hot-headed than the sister, and maybe they aren't even very good in school either because they have more important stuff to do, because I imagine that they were always there in the front row, fighting for some like right causes, and you'll see it once we get to their bedroom, because it's very clear that this is what they are actually into. I placed a lot of posters on the wall, and they also have the bed from Eco Lifestyle that you can find through dumpster diving, because I imagine that when they grew up, their parents were like, okay, let's renovate your room, let's give you a bigger bed because you're older now. And he was like, okay, but don't you dare buying it, because I'm gonna get it secondhand from someone, from somewhere, because he doesn't want to waste anything, and he's very into like saving the environment, and yeah, he's a free spirit in this sense. So yeah, they're both free spirits, but in very different ways, in my opinion. Anyway, as you can see, the second floor is slowly coming together. We have a second living room upstairs with the TV and some consoles so that they can like play video games here. And they have, initially I placed down a piano, but of course that was a very stupid idea because we haven't a lot of space here. So yeah, I placed it down and I was like, okay, I just know I'm gonna get rid of you in like 2 minutes, and that's what I did, in fact. I really like how the second floor turned out, and as you can see, I also used those Jungle Adventure cabinets there to create a console, like a TV unit for the TV, yeah, for the second living room. And of course, this was before we got the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I actually don't think I even saw the trailer at this point, because yeah, as I was telling you, I built this ages ago, so I didn't even have a clue that this TV unit madness would be over at some point with some very useful modular pieces. So yeah, I did my best using some cabinets. I think that the boys' room is my favorite one of the three, but I also really like the other two. For the parents' bedroom, as you will see, I was very much inspired by the whole Snowy Escape vibe and architectural style, not architectural, like interior design style, and so therefore I imagined that maybe the mom was from Montgomery and she wanted somehow to bring her culture and her taste for interior design in this penthouse here where she's living now. That's very different from where she grew up, but yeah, she was determined to also bring a bit of Montgomery here, and maybe this is why the daughter is really into traveling and connecting with new cultures, because of her mom, which I thought was really sweet and really nice. I also imagined, and this is really funny because I think this is something that happens in real life too. I thought that neither of the children, like of the kids, were what the family expected from them or the parents expected from them, and I thought this was very realistic. And yeah, they are a bit not disappointed, but of course a bit, I don't know, maybe sad. Probably they would have wanted their kids to be lawyers or, I don't know, master chefs or doctors, and they are two free spirits that don't want to work traditionally one day of their lives. I don't think they want to do something else, which is of course fair and absolutely beautiful, because I don't think that normal jobs are the only way to go. So yeah, don't think that I think that, because I don't. But I thought it was funny that they had basically to surrender to their children's personalities and wishes and dreams, because I think it's something that could easily happen in real life. Like, your parents maybe have an idea of who you are and who you're gonna become, and then you grow up and you basically destroy everything that they have imagined. It's probably something that actually happens. But we are done with the interior, by the way, I think, other than a few details, because of course I always forget something. But you can see also with the umbrella that came with Snow Escape that I was trying to go for that Montgomery look that's brought here in San Myshuno. And I also wanted to say that I imagine that the mom was the kind of businesswoman while the father was the fashion designer, because I don't know, I'd like to go against stereotypes that way. At least I try to, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I imagined, that maybe she could be an interior designer or something of that sort. I don't know. The exterior, I really love how it turned out. I think it's very cozy but still very classy and very sleek. We have a more fun space with a pool with some activities like gardening and the hot tub. You can sunbathe and play chess there, while we have the outdoor dining space on the other side of the building with a bar area and that ping pong table that looks so dangerous. I think in real life it would have some barriers behind it, but yeah, it's The Sims, so no one is gonna get killed by a ping pong ball falling from the 11th floor, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, we are coming to the end of the video, so I really hope you liked this one. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go check out my Pride Month celebration series, I don't know how to call it yet. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a great day, and bye everybody.